Welcome back to the channel. Hello everybody, I'm Brian. Thank you for tuning in. Today, I wanted to talk about my metal predictions for 2024. That being said, that I am just your average metalcore fan and I have absolutely no intel as to what's going on behind the scenes, but being that it is only February and there's still 11 more months of 2024, there's a lot that can happen, and I'm just thinking a lot about the metalcore scene or the metal scene or the emo scene or the alternative scene or whatever you want to call it. A lot can happen. So, sit back, relax, and let's talk about what I think is going to happen this year in the metal community for 2024. So, prediction number one. I think that Asking Alexandria is going to be taking a silent hiatus or an extended break, that being for their primary songwriter, Benjamin Paul Bruce, announcing that he's stepping away from the band. Obviously, that's got to be pretty heavy on the band, and they still have the rest of this year that they're already scheduled to do tours on, which personally, I believe they're probably going to finish up the tours, wrap up the year, and I don't think they're going to announce anything, but it kind of makes sense to me that the rest of the guys in the band are going to just take a step back and kind of try to recalibrate on what they're going to do moving forward. So it might be a while that we hear anything else from them. So that's my prediction. That's my prediction, anyways, that Asking Alexandria will be taking a silent hiatus. We might not hear from them for a while now. Prediction number two. I think that Sleep Token will be releasing a very heavy song this year. Why? Well, with Sleep Token has kind of had a lot going on, with 3 recently being doxxed on X or Twitter or whatever the heck happened. Actually, I didn't want to look too into it myself, because when I heard about that news, I thought, oh man, that sucks. Like, I don't want to engage in that sort of stuff. I'm not interested in knowing anything about the members of the band. If they wanted to keep their identities a secret, that's cool with me. I just like listening to the music. Anyways, I feel like in retaliation of what's recently happened, Sleep Token is going to drop like an aggressively heavy song, kind of like, not necessarily like a fuck you to the fans, but more like a we're pissed about what happened, and like we mean it. It's in our music. You know what I'm trying to say? Anyways, yeah, I think that Sleep Token is going to be dropping a very heavy single this year. Not necessarily lyrically tied to what's happened, but just like in a way, because of recent events. So like here's like a heavy one. Anyways, yeah, that's something I think could happen this year. Prediction number three. I think that Alisana, one of my favorite bands, is going to be dropping a new single, or hopefully even a whole new album. That being with Alisana playing this year's When We Were Young festival. And I believe this year they're going to be on their trilogy tour, part number 3, where they'll be playing the Confessions album, which is, trilogy part 3. Confessions is the last album, and that's from The Emptiness, A Place Where the Sun is Silent, Confessions. So it's like, what's next? Next would be something new. I think they'll be dropping a new song, but again, I'm hoping for a new album. Also, this being 2024, Alisana has been a band for 20 years now. That's insane. So I'm really hoping that we get something from them. It's been a very long time since we last heard anything new from the guys in Alisana, and they've been pretty active with their trilogy tour, parts 1 and 2. Again, 3 happening this year, and also them playing When We Were Young. So I'm hoping that my prediction comes true and that they will be dropping at least a new song. Anyways, moving on to prediction number 4 for 2024. I think that we will be getting another update from Ed Sheeran's collaboration with Cradle of Filth, which maybe a lot of you in the metal community aren't that excited for, or maybe you are. Who knows? I really liked Ed Sheeran's collaboration with Bring Me the Horizon. That was awesome. And I don't know, I was just mind blown from it. And I'm not really the biggest fan of Cradle of Filth. Actually, to be honest, I'm not a fan at all. I've never heard of Cradle of Filth at all. But maybe after recording this, I'll probably take a listen to, especially if you guys recommend it in the comments. If I should listen to Cradle of Filth, drop a song in the comments and I will go listen to it. Anyways, I believe that Danny Filth, frontman of Cradle of Filth, did say that their collaboration, their song, was completed and finished last year in 2023, but for reasons they're not going to release it for at least one more year. So knowing that, then we're probably not going to hear anything about that song. But I don't think that, they made this announcement last year. I don't think they're going to let the whole 2024 just roll by without saying anything. So I think that this year we will at least get some sort of teaser or trailer or something for the song of Ed Sheeran and Cradle of Filth collaboration. We're going to hear something about that. So moving on to my next prediction for 2024, that being Dance Gavin Dance, one of my favorite bands. They are just relentless at writing songs and new albums, and their Dance Gavin Dance is one of those bands that just like seem to drop an album every 2 years or every other year. Like, it's insane. The guys in Dance Gavin Dance can't stop writing new music. So with Jackpot Juicer being released, when was it released? I don't even know. Let me just look it up real quick.
Jackpot Juicer by Dance Gavin Dance. Okay.
So Jackpot Juicer was released in 2022. And, like I just said, the guys in Dance Gavin Dance are always dropping new songs. So I believe that we will at least be getting a new single from Dance Gavin Dance and maybe even an album announcement for their next album. Because, they just can't seem to stop writing new songs. So 2024, we'll probably hear something new from Dance Gavin Dance. And anyways, moving on. Next prediction for 2024 is Jared Dines' Musician Mansion Season 2 announcement. I think we're probably going to hear something. If you haven't seen Jared Dines' Musician Mansion, I recommend you check it out. This is absolutely not sponsored. I'm just a metalcore fan and a music nerd, and I thought that the Musician Mansion Season 1 was absolutely hilarious. And, we got graced with 3 new bands. I don't know if they're going to stick together, these YouTubers and musicians. I don't know if they're going to stick together to make new music, but we got an awesome song from Grasshopper and Sky Limit and Greystone. And if you haven't checked it out, I recommend that you do, because I thought, again, that it was funny and we got really cool music out of it. And it was just entertaining overall. I believe it's only 5 episodes for one season, which is really cool. I think that it was a very popular thing that happened. So my prediction for 2024 is that we will at least get a season 2 announcement. Maybe we won't get a season 2 released this year, but at least an announcement, because I don't know, I feel like it did very well. And all the people involved in it, it just seemed like they had a lot of good feedback and good things to say. So who knows? Maybe a season 2 announcement will drop later this year. I'm hoping for that. So moving on to my next prediction for 2024, Ronnie Radke is going to say something outlandish? What? I'm totally kidding with that one. Ronnie Radke always says something outlandish. At least people seem to think so. I don't really follow Ronnie Radke on any sort of social media at all. I'm a big fan of his music since Escape the Fate days to Falling in Reverse. Really talented guy. I'm sure he's gonna say something crazy. I think he just recently was like, of course, backing up MGK on his like Razor guitar. I didn't look that much into it, but it just seems like Ronnie's just the guy to. If everyone is talking crap about it, Ronnie will back it up. If everyone is backing it up, Ronnie will talk crap about it. So I'm sure we're going to get something fun out of him soon. Anyways, seriously, my next prediction for 2024 is the Punk Goes something series. You know, punk goes pop, punk goes acoustic, punk goes crunk, punk goes 90s, whatever. Um, it's been a while. I believe the last Punk Goes was a Punk Goes acoustic for 2019. So, yeah, it's been like 5 years now. And maybe a lot of you are just like over it. Obviously, they can't all be it. But I think that we're long overdue. And who knows, maybe Fearless Records is going to release something like a Punk Goes early 2000s. I don't know. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but I'm I'm thinking it's 2024. Maybe they'll release something cool. So yeah, that's my other prediction for this year. And prediction number 8, 9, or 10. Actually, I'm not keeping track of these things. My next prediction for 2024 in the metal community is that metal will rise on TikTok, which obviously TikTok has been a huge, it's been helping the metal community a lot. That being because of a certain company, or I don't know what it is exactly, the Universal Music Group is no longer licensing music on TikTok, a move that resulted in songs by major artists such as Taylor Swift, Blink 182, and Drake to be removed from the platform. That all happened on February 1st, I believe. So if you've used any like really like mainstream popular song, you might want to check your TikTok account and see if your videos have been muted. But something that I've noticed, because I do have a TikTok account for my dog, her name is Panda, but I'll probably link her in the comments if you guys really want to see her. But anyways, a lot of mainstream songs have been muted due to this licensing thing with Universal Music Group being expired as of this month. So with that happening, I noticed that it's actually not affecting a lot of like post-hardcore or metalcore or anything, I've used a lot of like Pierce Seville songs, Asking Alexandria, Chiodos, Knocked Loose, as Electric Callboy, and none of those seem to be muted. So based on what's happening now, my prediction for 2024 is that metal is going to just go up in popularity on TikTok, which is awesome. That's great for all us metalheads, right? So, yeah, 2024 is gonna rock. God, that was cringe. Anyways, my last prediction that I think is gonna happen for 2024 with the rising popularity of Sick New World and When We Were Young, these events just are obviously super popular. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you've heard of these two events. Anyways, if you haven't heard of those two, you're probably familiar with Warp Tour. And anyways, I'm predicting that we are going to get some sort of update this year about Warp Tour. Yes, the last run was in 2018. Yes, there was a lot of legal issues and things that made Warp Tour stop being able to happen. But the founder and creator of Warp Tour, Kevin Lyman, has been in talks with Attila frontman Chris Franzak about not necessarily reviving it, but I think that Kevin Lyman's interest is more in like a here, I'll give it to you, I'll sell it to you, and you revive it. So maybe a lot of fans aren't maybe a lot of Warped Tour fans aren't necessarily a fan of Chris Franzak, but it's something. And whether you agree with it or not, I personally think that in 2024 we are going to be getting an update on the Warped Tour revival. Not necessarily Warped Tour coming back in 2024. There's probably a lot that needs to go on behind the scenes. But I was reading something on Reddit about it, or maybe it was Twitter. I don't remember. Anyways, due for legal reasons, Warped Tour was not able to come back till I think they said after 2023. Guess what? It's after 2023. a lot needs to happen to like put this all together. But who knows? Maybe we will be getting an announcement for Warped Tour Revival 2025. Wouldn't that be awesome? Maybe you don't think so because it's Chris Franzak behind the scenes. But anyways, I'm excited. I'm like desperate for anything Warped Tour right now. So there you have it. Those are my predictions of things going on in the metal scene for 2024. Let me know in the comments, what do you think is going to happen this year in the metal community for 2024? Maybe you guys agree with something I said, or maybe you think that I'm just being stupid and everything I said it can just go out the window and is just crazy, right? I don't know. So with that being said, if you like this video, please leave a like on the bottom, comment all of your thoughts. I'm not good at making outros. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.